that this is route number 1 to South Melbourne Beach. Need to make a flag this thing for copyright a bit. We have all this music playing in Melbourne. Might have minutes flag a bit for copyright a bit. You'll ignore me, Mum, again. I'm told that. No, someone's on good. I can't tell if this is joining because there's no writing in the chat. I'm on a different tram route now. Z3's the last of the type of tram used with the Happy Auto talking destination. Trip, I suppose. Only Z3's one in Melbourne now, no Z2s or 1s. Best time of day, the tram is quite busy. You do occasionally see D-class trams running along the South Melbourne Beach route. I'm on test run. I have seen them twice. I'm gonna sit here if I can film out the window. Ask that phone. Tell Matt I'm doing a stream with you and he can join in. One message, yes. Tell me doing a stream. Live stream on YouTube. Yes. Oh, I'll do it. What? Who? Yes. I'm Matt, and I'm doing a stream of the Z on the Route 1. Did a stream with W earlier. And I'm going to Route 1 on the route I had the trouble home on. Because it's a tram I have to ride every day back home when I get to the city. The busy tram Route 1. Where's this? Park Street. I didn't see the chat that we wrote, but I'm actually while I'm doing this stream live, I'm actually going to head to the terminus on this. Because I'm not going to get off at my tram stop when I'm doing this live. I'm going to do this all the way to the terminus. Now, I don't do live streams all the time, but I may do a live stream on the end sets if I can get the stream working right. But in between Wind and Vale Little River, the stream conks out all the time. And sorry about the shaky footage, I'm actually holding the phone while I'm doing this on. I was planning to do this stream at night, but I couldn't do it tonight because there's a problem if I was going to do this tonight, but the trams won't be running. Because they got the tram route up tonight on the route. One's heading to South Melbourne Beach from the stop 14 Arts Precinct. But it doesn't mean all the trams will be stopping. I've still got Route 12 to ride, just down the road from my place. Notice the new trams running on Route 58. They just recently put those in service. Yeah, I'll be doing that too soon for the Durham trip. I'll do it next week because that's when I get paid to do it. Get paid my money next week, so I'll book the ticket for the Durham next week. Yeah, it is. It's going Williamstown in Sandringham and Little River. Yeah, I know that. Let's put the camper down here because someone's getting off the next stop. The tram line now, the Z3s were introduced in 1979 and ran up to 1984. This one will be made sometime in 1980s, I'm not sure when. Actually, I'll look up that and I'll tell you what age this tram is actually. Let's open up the camo because somebody else is getting on this stop. This tram entered service 10th of November 1983. Yes, it's the old Z3 series. This is a stop I normally get off at because I'm doing this stream going away to the terminus. Yeah, because Z3s, there used to be 3 tops. Actually, there was 4 tops of Z in Melbourne. There was the original prototype Z from the mid-60s into the 70s. And there was the Z1 in what was introduced that came out in 75 with the Z2s, and then Z was introduced in 79. The main difference with the Z2s and once the Z3s, Z2s only had 2 doors on one side. 2 doors on both sides, I should say, and the Z3s had 3 doors on both sides. I'll show you about the terminus, but well, I'm going to show what I mean. Like the Z2s and ones didn't have these doors here. They only had the front door here and the centre doors. But I had no video footage of Z1s and 2s running in service. But I have been on them before. Now I'm looking at the live chat actually on my other phone, so I've got the live chat here, so I'm watching the chat on here. Yeah, they do. They have yeah, they got 2 motors on these Zs. Yeah, there's some funny reason. Your comment just came up on the phone I'm filming on second. It came on this first, and it came up on this one. I meant to say Z2, not Z3. As we're in the South Melbourne district, I'll show you something. Now, I can lean it out the window because the window's open on these Zs. When doing shots like this, you've got to make sure when you see a tram on the upside, just move the camera back in when it goes past. I may have lost reception because it cut out, and I saw it cut out on my end. We're going to stop this a few inches before the terminus because there's a B in the terminus. About 5 minutes, I'll be able to show the Z on the outside. Be waiting for that tram there to leave the terminus. And there's a coach in near the terminus. I think they're doing coaches soon for the number 1s as well. Now I will do the stream riding this tram back to Park Street, this stop 25, because it looks like soon they're doing buses, so I won't be hanging around long. The train driver won't shun over the top because they have to wait for that train to leave the terminus. Now, I've been using it for quite a while because there's a B class in the terminus. This tram, I have to wait for the B class to leave the terminus so we can go into the terminus. Where I am now is actually in the air with some beaches. Sometimes on those hot days, I actually swim in the South Melbourne beach where it's really hot sometimes. Oh, there goes the bee. It is fun, but it's really cold and to swim in the beach water. But the thing is, if you just walking very slowly, you don't get feel the cold of the water. That coach will be part of the tram replacements. Now I can show the outside of the tram. I'll wait for the driver to leave the cab before I show the outside because the driver's still in the cab. Set free. They're doing the buses soon. Right, there's Z, Z3221. This was being converted sometime in the 90s to pantograph operation because a lot of these Zs were trolley pole. And what I might do is go across the street and show you that. Tram very carefully. Standard Z. I'll go back on the tram so I'll show you something where the trolley pole needs to be connected to the tram. Right there, that thing with the spring on it is the trolley pole holder, where it originally used in the 70s when in the 80s when this was built. That was a pantograph they installed. And there's the front. Now, sometimes you're filming trams, you'll sometimes see the destination indicator disappear when you're filming because the way these destinations are built, they're built with LEDs, and the LEDs and these sometimes play havoc with the cameras. I've had that happen a couple of times. I've been filming trams. Like you can see, I'm filming a tram. You probably think the destination's not lit, but it actually is lit completely. And as the driver's not on the tram, plus there's no one on board, I'll show you the inside of the tram as well. There's the front. Now I do have a subscriber on this channel who is a tram driver, Screeny something. I got his number on the end of his channel name. Now these trams still have the tram conductor function still in use on these trams. I'll pull this twice, just hear the dinger bell go. I didn't work that time. You can ding it twice as well. I'll show you. I say they ding the bell twice and they want the tram to move off. It was conductor crept back like it was in the early days. Never do that when the tram's in service somewhere it's running because the driver could think someone's mucking around the bell. Yeah, that's the one you're mentioning, yeah. Screening 747. No, that's the special venturing they're doing for the routes. Like I said, these have tram conductor function on them. Oh, that thing will flash. They ding it like that when they're back on the others and the conductor wants the tram to move off. Same with B's and Z's. No, B's and A's. But trams, I'm waiting for once the driver comes back, I'll jump back on this tram and go back down to my place because they're closing the tram stop, so it means the tram's ready to be, but they close up the stop now. That's the driver's compartment in there. Now originally Z3s originally had the turn handles type destination. You had to crank a handle to change it. I never saw Z's equipped with that because my mum would have done because he wasn't here in the 80s. It was a great place to be in, but it wasn't a great place to be when COVID was on because you couldn't even do things like this. You had to be staying indoors all the time. But the only time I went out during lockdown is when I had my birthday. It was the only time I went outside in lockdown. Like more than 5 kilometres I should have done when lockdown was on. But if they did lockdown again in August, I would still go out and to have fun on my birthday. What I did on my birthday last lockdown and the year before that, I just was on trains all day. I wouldn't recommend go out when the lockdown's on because you're breaking restriction regulations. Yes, I did the video, the live stream from Melbourne Stop 8, Melbourne Central to here was Terminus. Now, one day I may do a stream from here, from Terminus 1, what this is, to Terminus 2, it's the Coburg, but it's a very long way. Now, the clever thing with these Zs, when they did this, they actually put the sideways as in the window on the tram without having to cut a new hole. But I'll show you how it's attached on the inside. Matt, if you're still on here, this is how they attach it on. They use bolts here. And this flap's hanging, as you actually can see in there. But I haven't got a torch, so you can't actually see. Actually. You can see in there because I've got it open, but that's broken, obviously. There's a driver's compartment in there. I have been in the tram driver's compartment before on a W. That was done by permission by the driver though. And that was the City Circles tourist route back when pre. No, it's not on there. Pre-COVID. No, I mean they're not on the tram. I'm talking about, Mum. But pre-COVID, you used to allow people in the cabs or W's. Now, Z's originally never had this on the show either. They never had these stop sign flags that used to be on the side. They put them on, I don't know when they put it on a match, but I know they've been adding a lot of safety features. I don't know if there's another tram coming, but the driver's coming back now. Okay, I'll film up far as Clarendon Street on this, because then I'll change to the 12. Yeah, I know that. Go on the tram anyway, because we'll be leaving in a minute.
Coming again?
Yeah.
From different states or?
Oh no, he's just not your good glasses. It's on the lobby.
These are the most durable and reliable ones.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, I'm making the stream at stop 25. I'm not going to film all the way back there again. Brilliant thing about the trams, they actually have a tram tracker app you can get on your phone where you can track which tram's in service and that. That's how I knew this set was coming. That's why I started doing the stream before it even came. And people are getting on, so I'm going to put the camera down until they get on.
When he was when he was muscler than me, because I found the boy and it ended up being outward. I started laughing at him. He looked so angry, when he realized it was outward, he looked so angry.
There's a passion on board now, so.
You know what happened?
But I'm going to keep this video running to Cladden Street stop 25. I mean, not Cladden Street stop 25, Cecil Street stop 25. Now, on the site, on the internet, I did find the tram radio frequencies. I know a few people know I've got radios.
He's done that every single day. He did it twice in every day.
But I'm not going to start doing videos with radio sound from the tram until I know it's all right to listen to the trams. Now on this run, the mat I'm going to get off at my home stop. We're having it off and I'm going to go back into towers. But you will see my towers where I live in at the stop, but I will not mention my flat number at all. Only 2 people on this channel know my flat number, but I'm not going to mention it on video. One question to Matt, what type of ticket do you get for the Durham, the first class or the economy ticket for the Durham ride coming up this month? I mean, next month. Can you give me the other phone? Because I'm getting my ticket for the Durham trip next week, Monday. Now, Matt, I'm not sure if they're going to bring back the restaurant cars, but I know the restaurant cars have been out of service for quite a long time. They're still stored in Preston workshops. I'm not still going to make refurbs as windows back. I'm not too sure. The office at 25. And I like the Route 12. Route 12 goes up where I want to go to, Mum.
Wait, no. Yeah, this one.
I'm in the stream soon, guys, at the 2 stops at the next, no, not the next stop, the stop after I'm in the stream, so I'll see you guys on, but I will be still doing the stream until I get to Clarendon Street, so when I get to Clarendon Street, it'll be the end of the stream. Matt, can you ask something in the chat and see if the chat's still working? I'm not sure if the chat's still working. Now I'm on Route 12 now, but I won't stream that. Thanks. See ya. Now I'll film the Z leave the stop and I'll turn the stream off. I'll do it from the other side of the street because it's not moving yet. But the normal. Yeah. There goes the tram now. Now following the stream, Matt, what type of ticket do you get for the first class one or the economy ticket? So I get the similar one to your ticket, so I can go in the same part of Durham as you're going in. Now on these tram things, I also have this QR thing. Well, I won't be able to activate because I'm on this phone. No. No, my other one. I've got to be at second class also to see where the motor is, so I can hear the nice Durham motor, because I've never been on one before. I'll get my tickets from this week. I'm getting mine as an adult to get my one. But I'm going to end the stream now, Matt. So I'll talk to you next time on the message thing on my phone. See you, Matt.